Good Saturday afternoon, every single one of you who are tuned in tonight. Kai Hayes, the author of my forthcoming book, Lion at Heart, Discovering Courage and Greatness Within. It is a personal, a spiritual, and leadership growth book. It is expected to be published in summer around early of June this year. So I'm very, very excited, you guys. In fact, many of you have been invited to join my Zoom book party launch in a couple of months from now. So go ahead, if any one of you who's here listening right now who would like to receive an invitation, so just drop me the word invite, and I promise you guys, I will send you a personal message invite to participate in my book launch party. The more the merrier, right? So welcome back to our What About Your Story Saturdays. It's an live FB interview, Facebook interviews with various authors, various warriors in life. This bi-weekly segment gave birth to remarkable success stories of individuals who found courage and thrived in life. So guys, you know that we are all facing both health and economic challenges these days, right? And surely it's beyond our control. Many are hurting, many are wounded, many are losing hope. So I summon every one of you here with us today. So please do something, anything, small or big, but something that we could do to inspire and give hope to the many. You know, say a warm hello or a positive note to someone, because most people are feeling isolated these days. No one to talk to, no one to run to. So let us be there for them. Use our social media tools to reach out to people. You know, don't worry about what people think. Don't worry about being perfect. Nobody is. So just find a good reason to fight for something. Be the voice for the voiceless. Remember, it's the pursuit that makes a difference, which is our topic for today. So tonight, we are so blessed to have a remarkable human being. Her name is Rosie Paulsen. Actually, she and I met through a common friend, Sabrina Protic, who is also an author.
Yeah.
She wrote a book, Growing Ageless, Think Young and Live Younger. Think Young and Live Younger. So check it out, you guys. I love these women.
Yes.
I met them because lately I just decided to expand my friendship horizon and connect with amazing ladies who found their causes, good causes. And that's why we are blessed to have my special guest for tonight. Wow. This lady is has an amazing and powerful story, you guys. Rosie Paulsen, the name to watch.
Thank you.
From Ecuador.
Yes, Ecuador, South
An
America.
impoverished life like I did, but I would like you to hear her fun story when she was actually 12 years old when she went to visit United States, and how she wanted the desire to meet this man called Jesus.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, but let me read her current bio right now. Rosie Paulsen, the founder of Rosie Paulsen Enterprise, is a commissioner, public speaker, community advocate, TV show host, and Medicare insurance broker. As a commissioner, Rosie serves on the Florida Commission on the Status of Women, whose mission focuses on the welfare of the women of Florida. She regularly shares her expertise via educational seminars on Medicare, the Hispanic market, and entrepreneurship. As a civic leader, Rosie promotes economic growth through collaboration and long-lasting relationships. She actively serves and has founded several advisory committees in the Tampa Bay area, such as Equal Business Opportunity for the City of Tampa. And in her talk show, Where's Rosie? She engages with local business owners and community leaders to bring exposure to their services and causes and highlight their involvement in the community. Wow. And Rosie's brand motto is Pure Positive, Inspiring Ideas, which actually reflects her goal to contribute to society through inspiration, determination, and her pure positive attitude. So please help me welcome Rosie Paulsen. Rosie,
Yay.
how are you?
Fine. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Kai. It's an honor to be in your show tonight. We are exploring this new thing called virtual networking podcast shows, and recently I heard this quote by one of my friends, and I want to share it with everybody out there. And it's about they were talking about in the show. The quote goes like this: em, em, entrepreneurs and business owners are the powerful and adaptable leaders of the world. And that's what I want you to understand, that most of us that own a small business or are entrepreneurs are right now front and center. I mean, we are in our homes because we can't leave, but a lot of them have to continue to stay alive, right? And living their American dream. And what are they
Mm-hmm.
doing? They're adapting. So I share the story that my pillow guy, well, he's now making masks. The Tesla dealership is now making ventilators. That is, they might not be fighting a war with weapons, but they fighting this war where we all together as Americans and as human beings, because at this time it's a global epidemic. So we have to unite and put our differences in our side, and realize we are all in this together, and we're gonna either come out stronger and better, um or we're gonna have an issue. And I believe we are now in this um seclusion, right, where we are getting to know those people that you love, and you have the
Absolutely.
time without interruption. And I don't know about you, Kai, but I'm sometimes having these arguments with God every morning about, what do you mean I don't have to work? Um,
Everything is happening for a reason, and we just have to kind of like adapt ourselves to the situation and live to its fullest. And also, this is a time where we need to kind of like be thankful for the little blessings that we have in life, because we are getting, beginning to forget the little blessings in life, and we are focusing too much on something that is, you know too much materialism in
right,
this world. So that's the
right.
reason why right now, like you said, this is a time to get together. And I love that words that you have spoken, actually, because let's get united and let's see how we can empower each and everyone here on earth, and how to inspire everyone here. So I just wanted to let you know how much I enjoyed our chat last 2 weeks ago,
Right.
and getting to know you is truly a remarkable sort of time together. I
Yes.
enjoyed your story, and I'm sure I'm going to learn more about you today. And thank you for accepting yes to share your story and inspiring a lot of our viewers today, because we can help make a change in this world. But let's backtrack a little bit before
Yes.
we talk about your pursuit of greatness. Tell me about when you were 10-year-old and until you were 12 years old. That story actually sculpted in my mind, and I'm sure that the viewers will enjoy that story.
Yeah.
Soccer game?
Well, back then, this is 31 years ago, maybe a little bit more, maybe 35, right? Yeah, well, I'm gonna be 50 this year. Yay, me!
Beautiful.
So if I was 10, that's almost 40 years ago, really. So technically, girls couldn't play soccer back then. Soccer was a boys' sport, really. I used to play a little bit I used to be good at basketball. So my dad realized that if I was good at basketball, I can be a good goalkeeper. And I was a really, really, really good goalkeeper, except girls did not play soccer. So a lot of I had my little niche of friends, and they were okay. But as we got playing with other leagues and stuff like that, people kept saying no to me. Then one day, it was a Saturday morning. We always went to the field to play. And this particular Saturday, they're all playing with this blonde-headed little girl, and she had green eyes and she was white. And I said, she's like, girl, why is everybody playing like nothing happened and nobody plays with me? So the boys kept saying to me, well, she's an American. And that's why we're allowed to play with her, because she's an American. Okay. So I kind of had to figure out what an American was. So I befriended the girl, which spoke almost no Spanish whatsoever. And I spoke no English whatsoever. But I, in my little broken English and her little broken Spanish, realized that she was the daughter of a missionary that came to Ecuador to talk to us about the love of God. And she talked about Jesus and how they left their comfortable lifestyle to come into my little country. And although I was not in a very, I was a middle class. As I got older and as we got closer to coming to the United States, things got a little bit rough. Okay. So anyway, she told me about, why they came as missionaries to Ecuador. So I came running to my parents, my mom especially. And I said to her, okay, mom, I know how I can play soccer with no problem. And she goes, how are you going to do that? And I said, I need to go to the United States and I need to meet this guy named Jesus. And I will be able to do whatever I want to do. Like that, I was 10 years old. But I think what that created for me was what I call ñeque. I always had ñeque, but ñeque is a Quechua word that means resilient. That means that spirit that continued to get you up even when you're down and when you just want to stay there for a little bit and you don't want to do anything. That spirit, that ñeque, picks you back up and you keep going. So I was one of those people that very resourceful. If I did not find it in one place, I find it in another one. I kept looking and looking and looking. But what really defined me also is that I always wanted to help people. So once I became knowledgeable, I always went back to teach others to do the same thing. And my parents both were teachers in Ecuador. So although we, like I mentioned at the very beginning, we were middle class. As we were growing up, things got a little bit harder. And that's when my dad says, okay, we need to go to the United States. But the reality is at 12 years old, as a gift, and my parents with my grandmother made a huge effort to take me for the first time to visit the United States. So I came to Florida, I came to New York at that time where the Twin Towers still was up there. So for an immigrant, when you dream about coming to your American dream of the United States, you dream about the Manhattan skyline. And that was why the Twin Towers were such a key point for the terrorists to attack us. But I was able to be there. I saw the Empire State Building. I saw the Statue of Liberty. And within 3 days, I learned the subway system. And I know I was speaking a little bit of English at that time. So I knew I belonged. I knew in my heart that I belonged. So we stayed here for about a month. And on my way back, I cried the whole 4 hours going back to Ecuador and saying to the United States, you have not seen the last of Rosie. I'll be back. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I'll be back. And I was blessed that from then, I guess I nagged my parents so much that at age 17, my dad told my mom, either we leave or she's leaving with us, without us.
I just love you. I just love you. Rosie is the type of person, when the front door is closed, she better make sure she's going to go around the back. Yeah. I love that courage. Definitely. Thank you for that wonderful, wonderful story and such a remarkable experience that you had when you were younger. And so based on the 4th chapter of my book, Pursuit of Greatness, it seemed like this topic truly relates to your who you are right now. So that is remarkable. Rosie, could you share to our viewers, all those pursuits that you had in order for you to become who you are right now? And I'm sure there are challenges behind it, right? So you can really share that, because nothing is nothing is easy in life. So maybe we could inspire the viewers today.
Yes, and this is as much as you're writing your book, I'm also writing mine, which is super exciting. I was supposed to publish it on 2018, but
Yay!
hey, who's counting, right? 2020,
Congratulations! Be a
2020
voice for the
here.
voiceless.
Exactly. And I want to thank Not Publishing USA because they're the ones that are helping me. The name of my book is Ñeque, The Spirit of a Resilient Mindset. And a resilient mindset is nothing different than your spirit of never giving up. That once you have your purpose, you will persist, you will persevere, and then you will pivot. And those are the 4 P's that I teach my business owners when I teach them to be powerful, to be unique, to share the story, and to be transparent. Because people do business with people they like and they trust, right?
Right,
So the more
absolutely.
you share your story and you be unique and you be transparent, you bring your tribe to you. Because haven't you had that
Beautiful.
business, that client that you know should not be your client from the beginning, but you are in a stress situation, you don't know how to handle that no, and you accept that client. And you end up paying dearly because that client literally sucks the living bread out of you and you end up losing money. So did you really earn money with that client? No. So that is some of the stuff that I teach in my book. Recently, one of the things I do want to share and inspire business owners right now, I do have 2 books that I have read in my life. One is The Go Giver. If you haven't read that book, you need to read that one. But before this situation and this pandemic, I read The Miracle Morning. And The Miracle Morning teaches you about 6 things that you should try to do every morning to kind of keep you disciplined. And it's just a routine that if you start early in your day will go in a positive way because your things are done. And I'm telling you, Kai, I think that that's the only reason why I'm saying right now, because a social butterfly like me, I'm already tired of my husband. Okay, I love him dearly. However, I'm done. Like, I need other bodies. I need other people. I need to talk to my friends. I need to hug him and kiss him. And now I cannot even do that. So I always tell people, I compare myself like the girl from the Jean Grey from the X-Men, where she goes and does this paths of destruction. That's literally, if I kiss you and hug you, that's where I'm going to be right now because of this because of this virus. So I either can look at the positive thing or look at the negative thing. And I do believe that God put that book in my path in September, and I was able to create my habits, my morning habits. And that has been what it kept me sane through this stuff. And there's 6 things that you really quick, if you haven't read that book. So you start with either, in my case, is praying or silence. Some people do meditation. You do some reading, you do some writing, you do some exercise, you do your affirmations. There's one more. Okay, so reading, writing, affirmation, visualization. So that book,
Vision.
that vision board
Right.
that you do in the
Vision
morning.
board. Mm-hmm.
So you either can do it 1 minute, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. The book tells you to start with 6 minutes, but people enjoy this so much that they do 1 hour or whatever. But at least it gives me the sense that I'm a little in control, although I'm not in control. Because at the end, God has taken all my control away. And even though I'm complaining, I am submitting because he knows my heart and he just wants me still at this moment. And if I can share this with any of you watching, listen to God. He loves you so much. He sent his only son to die for you. If you don't know who Jesus is, I would love to introduce him to you. But he is reaching out to all of us. We put God in the back burner. And he's saying, no more. I love you so much. I cannot let you destroy yourself. So I'm going to take all your idols away. and I'm gonna put you with the people you love the most so you can search me and find me. So if that encourages you right now, look for him. You will not be disappointed.
Wow. Rosie, oh my God. You are moving me right now the same way you have moved me in our conversation 2 weeks ago. You are a beautiful person inside out. And thank you for being raw. Thank you for being real to our viewers because we needed to hear that. We needed to hear your heart. You are a true lion at heart. And that's truly remarkable. We are calling each and every one of you guys to unleash that lion inside of you. We need you to have a voice because like Rosie, see, anybody can do remarkable things. It's the pursuit that makes a difference. It doesn't matter whether in the beginning you're not perfect, you won't achieve a lot of great things, you're gonna stumble and make mistakes, but it's just like a diamond in the rough, right,
Right?
Rosie? You
Mhm.
become better and better and better. What a beautiful story you have right now for all of us. And I'm just so proud that I have you as my special guest. And I wish that we could talk longer and longer and longer, but we are running out of time right now. But I want to ask you one last question. If you could please like share a great wisdom to all of our lovely viewers today, parting words so that they can be inspired before we say goodbye.
Just understand that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are not a mistake. You are unique, and you are the only one in this earth that was created to do what only you can do. Find your purpose. If you haven't find that, you just living. You're not living with a purpose. Find your purpose. Start with a disc assessment if you haven't done that. But to learn more, just look at Kai's book and look for my book. And we would love to teach you and empower you to find who, no, what you were made to be, your purpose. Without a purpose, you're just living. You need to live life to the fullest.
Absolutely remarkable. And once again, Rosie, Nieke, the book
Nyeke.
called Nieke. And
Yes,
what's the subtitle of your book?
the spirit of a resilient mindset.
Absolutely wonderful. Well, thank you very much, my lovely dear friend. And I shall be talking to you off the camera again and again and again. I needed
Awesome.
your
Oh,
inspiration.
one more thing, my website, www.rosiepaulsen.com. www.rosiepaulsen.com.
You got that, guys? Well, thank you so much. And Rosie, have a nice, wonderful weekend. Okay?
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. We love you. Again, Lion at Heart, discovering courage and greatness within. Thank you all. Ciao. Bye, Rosie.
Bye.